I don't know if you know what today is. Yes, it's September 23rd, 2025. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody with half a brain knows that it's September 23rd, 2025. That's just the
2025,
date.
right?
It says it
Right.
on your
That's
phone
what I
when
was
you
gonna
look
say.
at your
Almost
phone.
before you did, I knew I was gonna say the date, so I'm there with you.
So we're on the same page here.
Yeah,
I was at Chipotle today ordering a
good.
burrito. And you know my burrito order, I assume. Do you want to? No, you don't. Barbacoa, guac.
Right.
I pay the extra for the
Yeah,
guac. I treat myself. I'm good to myself. I'm worth it.
yeah.
They were just in the middle of asking, I said I wanted guac, and they were saying, that's extra. And they didn't even finish their line.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, they shot up through the ceiling. They got
Right,
raptured right in front of me, the Chipotle
right,
worker.
right.
And then turns out this is happening to a lot of people today. There's been a huge
Okay.
rapture today.
Right. So it did. So okay, because I thought some people were saying it was gonna happen, but I was like, oh, this must be like all the other times people say
Nope.
there's gonna be a rapture. It's probably not gonna happen. But you're saying you saw it
Oh,
confirmed
yeah.
here with your own eyes.
And it
Wow.
affected me greatly because I had to wait for the worker who, like, started the burrito, like, with
Hmm.
the rice and the beans, and then they kinda
Right.
they then came over. It took an extra 20 seconds, basically,
Right.
for them to, like, finish putting the guac in and wrapping it up and then giving it to me.
I'm sorry, I
Um,
can't just let this pass by. I have to ask a couple of questions. Was the
Please.
other employee at Chipotle, were they surprised, or did they just kind of pick up where the other one was raptured? Like,
They're
does this
pros.
happen
They're
at
pros, so
Chipotle?
it happened at Chipotle. Yeah, does it happen at Chipotle? It happened today at Chipotle, but they're
Right.
pros, they just they didn't miss a beat, and they wrapped up my burrito, and I paid for it, and it was full price. It wasn't a big inconvenience. I wasn't expecting it to be free or
Right.
anything like that. So um,
Now,
it's
was the
affecting a
burrito
lot of us, I guess.
a little colder than you wanted it to be?
It was 20 seconds. That could
Well,
that
I
you could
asked
wait for a
because
cashier every once in a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get the guac on it, and I do love guacamole, but I find the burrito's not going to be that hot once you put the guac on it. So I didn't know if it was as a result of maybe the rapture or the guacamole. But you're saying the burrito was fine. It was good.
The burrito is fine. Yes. And the reason I'm saying that is it is Rapture Day. That I didn't even know about this until, like, 2 days ago. I
Right.
was texting with someone, they had said, "Have you heard about this Rapture thing?" And I said, "No." Just people are saying there's gonna be the end of the world happening
Was it
today.
at midnight?
I
Was it
don't
when the
know. It's
day
like a
changed
Gremlins
or
thing. I don't know. It's like to eat after midnight. What if they're on a
right?
plane? Yeah. I don't know if it was a certain time. I know that we have talked to people who have been expecting the end of time sometimes, and I know growing up in Louisville, Kentucky, that there were a lot of people worried about the end of the world at some point when I was there, where they were
Right.
like, "This is going to happen." Um, and I was digging through some of my old videos from way back when, even before the Good Liars were together
Whoa.
and doing things. And there was a guy named Harold Camping, and I think I've showed you this before,
Yes.
but there's a
Yes.
guy named Harold Camping, and he said the end of the world was going to happen on May 21st, 2011. And he was sure of it. And I should say that this was the second time he made a prediction about the end of the world. It didn't happen the first time. And he's like, I messed up some of the math and some of the signs in the Bible. And this is it, May 21st, 2011. It's going to happen. And you may remember seeing signs if you were ever in LA. There were signs up, billboards that were like, the end of the world is happening on this date. You better get ready for it. And he had like a whole devoted group of followers.
And how many
Harold
followers do you
Camping.
think he had? Do you have any indication as to how many people were with him on this journey? And the follow up to that is, were there more after the first failed rapture
Prophecy.
or
Yeah,
fewer?
I don't see. I think we've talked about this before, where it's like people double down when the
Hmm.
doomsday scenario doesn't come true. People will be like, "Oh no, I can't give up my whole life that I've
Right.
dedicated to this thing." And I think that the people that were in it stayed in it, but I don't know if they got any new followers after that because there's
Okay.
billboards with the wrong date that were still up, that were all up.
That's That's a tough billboard. It's
When
one
you
thing
see
to
the
say
end of
it
times and it's like
or
the date
tweet
has
it, and you
passed.
can,
Yeah.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
pull down a tweet or something. But a billboard, I'm sure they just have certain times where they're willing to go up there and change the billboard. So you just kind of have to sit with that.
You have to get up there. You could get up there and like probably like change the date. You could change the year probably pretty easily
That's kind of
yourself.
funny. Just like cross it out and put the new year every time.
Got it wrong. Got it wrong.
Like how the
So
Chick-fil-A cows cross out.
exactly. Eat more
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
So I found this video. I have it up here. We don't have it's too long, just like everything back from then. I called the guy, Harold Camping, uh, a week before the rapture was supposed to take place. I found his number. It was like up on his website. I called Harold Camping and I asked him, I said, what's happening? When's the world ending? And he was like, May 21st, 2011. And then I asked him, could I have a post dated check for May 22nd, 2011
Why
for
were you
all
going
of
to
his
give him
money?
11 days? Just that was your grace period?
I was giving him 1 day. So the day after the
Well,
earth
May
ended.
21st. I'm sorry. I thought you said May 11th. May 21st,
Yeah,
2011.
maybe I said
Right?
that wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked him for a post dated check
Yeah.
at May 22nd,
Right.
2011, because if the world was ending, you're not going to need all that money. If you're so sure about it, give me the money.
I mean, that's a saying. You can't take it. You can't take it with you.
Can't take it with you.
Yeah.
So I asked him. I said, "Can I have this?" And he got upset. Believe it or not.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Harold.
This is Harold Camping.
Is this Harold Camping from Family Radio?
Yeah.
I just had a question about what's happening on Saturday.
Well, it's going to be Judgment Day, and it's going to be the end. There's going to be a huge earthquake that probably begins in one side of the world, and then everyone will know that Judgment Day has come.
Now, since it is going to be Judgment Day, do you think you could give me a post-dated check with just for the rest of the money that you have? Just because it's not going to matter anyway. And that way, if we do see it through, maybe I could have a little bit of money.
That's a nonsense question. When Judgment Day comes, you're not going to take one penny with you. So I don't even want to talk about that.
Okay, I was just wondering because I hello? Hello?
Some people, right?
Well, some people, especially if you're going to say that the world is ending and you're going to be raptured up to heaven, like what do you have? What earthly issues do you have? Like, why bother getting upset if you're really committed to this rapture? So that's the eye roll there. He should be a little more at peace with his impending rapture.
Yeah, exactly. Like embrace it. If nothing else, be like, yes, put your money where your mouth is, Harold Camping. He did not do it, but he did die, Harold Camping.
Oh man. See, because
not that day, not the day,
right?
not on the day. Because that would be crazy if he like
did
died
die
that day
and
without
he is
any
in
like
heaven
Kool-Aid
now.
or anything. Yes.
And he's haunting you. Didn't we talk
He is
about
haunting me.
you haunting me? Now he's probably haunting you a little bit.
Well, I've had some trouble sleeping recently. Maybe it's Harold Camping. Maybe it's Harold Camping. All that to say, DeVrom, happy Rapture Day.
Happy Rapture Day to you as well. Now, the idea is if we weren't raptured, we're going straight to heck, right?
I believe so. Well, yes, I believe so.
So everyone here, if you walk around, you say, go to hell or something like that, you'd be right. And anybody you see
who's still here.
Yeah.
It should be said though, we always got to bring it back to Donald Trump, right? Because this guy, have you heard about this guy? He had his own sort of false rapture today at the UN. Did you hear about this, Jerome? Did you see this? Did you see this video that I'm about to play right now?
I don't know which one you're about to play, but I think I probably heard about it. I probably saw it.
You probably did. You're online. We're online. We're on the internet way too much. We both probably saw this stuff with our algorithms being very similar. So Donald Trump He was about to ascend the escalator at the UN, but then God was like, "No, no, no. You're not coming up here. You're not coming up to heaven or
God
the
was like,
next floor.
specifically, you're not. You're
Specifically,
not one of the ones
you
on
are
the
not."
list.
So let's take a look at this. Why not, right?
What could go wrong here?
It's going up, no problem. Oh,
Oh,
what the fuck do we do? What the
Oh.
fuck?
You remember that Mitch Hedberg joke?
Yeah.
An escalator
I'll-
can never break down; it can only become stairs.
Yes. It's a
He was
very
much
funny moment.
funnier. He didn't just say it like I said it.
He said it in a much more
comedic way. You could
comedic
say.
way. Yeah. He's funnier than you. He's funnier than I. Mitch Hedberg, the late great Mitch Hedberg.
So what happened there? Do you want to talk through that? Yeah, but rest easy, Mitch Hedberg. You might be up in heaven with all the others from today.
So Donald Trump was going up the escalator and it broke. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
No, but it's
a scary thing.
Great.
You know, going
it's
an
great
escalator.
because it happens immediately upon entering the escalator.
Like somebody did on purpose.
Catch you off guard. Yeah, like someone just thought, the funniest time to do this will be when they're on it, but not halfway up.
Now, we talked about this yesterday. Donald Trump. It's been well reported that he was picked by God. We know that.
Right.
He was picked by
From
God.
Our sources.
Yeah. Sources on the ground at Trump rallies, in the parking lot of Trump rallies. Then he goes up the escalator. Now, is that not God? God controls everything.
It could be.
God not the one?
I want to bring this back to Harold Camping and his prediction for the end of the world. And now we're watching this happen. We're watching Donald Trump be rapture rejected. Do you think, the world has been kind of going pretty haywire, I would say, recently. Do you think Harold was correct in a way? Was that just the beginning of the end of the world? And it's just a longer, slower end of the world / rapture than Harold imagined? And maybe your check is in the mail and is coming when it's fully unwound?
Well, I want to look up the definition of rapture. Okay. And then I'll tell you if you can you have a slow rapture, I guess is the transporting
that might be more of a medical question.
The second coming of Christ. I feel like it's got to be, it's got to be a fast thing, a rapture, right?
You just think that because of what you've seen in the media, man.
Okay. All right. Or what I've read in the Bible.
The Bible, right?
The textbook
that
will be in all of our
from back in the day.
I guess that's true.
That was just the newspaper from back then.
It kind of was, because that was like your only entertainment was going to church.
Right. And those were all, they were all just columnists.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? There's going to be
just people submitting their columns to their local paper or whatever. And then it just got kept. And now it's the Bible. I don't know. Prove me wrong.
All this short stories just sent in to the editor. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, he didn't make it up there. Again, this is just one of those things where it's like the escalator didn't work. Not a big deal, right? Whatever. Things happen. There's mechanical issues with things. But Donald Trump, and I don't have a clip of this that I'm setting up right now. I'm just moving on our discussion here. Donald Trump, while he's there addressing the UN, he talks about how the building is a dump and the escalators break.
Well, because his teleprompter wasn't working. So he said, something like along the lines of the two things that have happened here so far. The escalator hasn't worked and the teleprompter's not working. Whoever's in charge of the teleprompter is in very big trouble.
Big trouble with me, and I'm a very big baby, folks.
Yeah.
We got to work on our Trumps. They're not cool.
It's fine. I don't want it to get any better. I don't want it to.
Yeah. If it was any better, it would be a little more entertaining, and we don't want that. Right. Let's watch a couple clips of Trump up there.
Actually said during the campaign they had a hat, the best-selling hat. Trump was right about everything. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything. And I'm telling you that if you don't get away from the green energy scam, your country is going to fail.
Okay. A lot to unpack there. Number one, he's saying a lot of people were saying during the campaign, they even had hats. Trump was right about everything.
Who
He
had
made
hats?
the hats. He
Yeah.
made the
Who
hats.
had
It was
hats?
his campaign.
It's
He
such
made
a
the
like
hats.
it's a an illustration of the way that things are done in his world and his campaign and his presidency and his life. Just like say something, create something, and then reinforce it in this like self-feeding loop. He made the hats, and now he's going to refer to them as if they were some sort of information or news that he made
Yeah.
them. He made
Yeah.
them, and now that's his evidence for being right. Also, I watched that a couple times because the idea that you could say, not in a braggadocious way, but I was right about everything.
Yeah, literally everything ever.
Have you seen Talladega Nights recently?
Not
Remember,
recently, but yeah, I've seen it a few
with
times.
all due respect, Will Ferrell keeps saying that to whoever the guy who runs the driving team. He says, with all due respect, and then says the most disrespectful possible thing. The guy's like, you can't do that. You can't just say with all due respect and then say what you said. That feels like what this is like. Not in a braggadocious way, but I'm right about everything.
And I think we've talked about this on the podcast before, but just the fact that it's not even that it's the president of the United States doing this. It's that anybody would walk around in a hat that says, I was right about everything, ! That is the craziest possible thing. That is not like a sane person would not put a hat on and just that screams in all caps, I was right about everything.
It's almost like sounds like a children's story, like the man who thought he was right about everything. You know,
Cash
it's like
Patel
a
will write it.
cautionary tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it will be like, no, and he was right about this, and he was right about this, and he was right about this.
There will be
He
no
was right
twist.
about injecting bleach. He was right about the path of a hurricane. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, you want to watch some more of this? This guy in makeup.
Yeah,
and,
sure. For maybe like 10 more years.
The American public agrees with it. I mean, I was very proud to see this morning I have the highest poll numbers I've ever had. Part of it is because of what we've done on the border. I guess the other part is what we've done on the economy. Joe Biden's policies empowered murderous gangs, human smugglers, child traffickers, drug cartels, and prisoners from all over the world.
Oh, we were talking about this yesterday, how he whether he's either not read the speech or it's just like, I got to throw in my little asides all the time. Just like prisoners from all over the world. I'm adding that little tidbit
it
to
means
that.
nothing. It adds nothing, but it's just
how
I want to say it.
He's saying he has the highest approval ratings of all time now, when there is literally, I don't think, any poll that says that besides maybe like a Truth Social poll.
Hold on.
Look it up.
Trump was right about everything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right about this.
Can we look up the polls? I can do it. Trump approval rating, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I have not seen
New York Magazine. Trump approval rating on economy hits new low. Trump's approval dips as Americans worry about economy. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking through. None of these are great.
Trump's approval rating is in the low to mid 40s, with disapproval in the low 50s.
That's great. All right. Well, maybe that's what he saw, the disapproval. He's like, I think this is the highest I've been. That's amazing. Well, disapproval is good because blah,
in his
blah,
world,
blah,
because
blah, blah.
all press is good press. Blah, blah, blah.
Did you watch the John Oliver, his thing? Now it's, I guess, dated, but not really dated, about Jimmy Kimmel. He was just saying like Trump has never like said anything, like no thought has come into his mind that he hasn't just like said out loud at any point. Like
I didn't see this, but that tracks a little bit. That's like what you said. He has to put those little interjections in there. It's like his brain just wants to wander, can't be constrained by any normal means.
Wait, how many clips have we watched? Did we watch 2?
That's
I'm
right.
gonna put. Okay.
The American public agrees with it. I mean, I was very proud to see this morning I have the highest poll numbers I've
We just
ever
watched
had.
this.
We just watched it. It's great.
We just watched that one. I think. Okay, so we watched all those. So he does not have the highest approval rate. Oh, this is what I wanted to say about the other one when we went off to he was right about everything. So he went into a big long tirade about how this green initiative is stupid and America's going to be strong because we're going to be burning lots of fossil fuels and not trying to do anything to combat climate change, which it just is one of those moments where I was like, man, we've got this guy. I don't know about this guy.
You don't know. This guy is not
This
your
is
kind of guy.
It's not my kind of guy. It's just, when you think of like all the studies of the earth and the temperature and what's happening.
Okay, you're starting to go over my head a little bit
all
with
right,
the
all right.
science here.
All right, let's not talk about science, please. No.
Well,
but
he
it
went
was
on a long thing. He said, and then in the 20s and 30s, it was cooling, and now it's heating. Now they just call it climate change, so they can always be right. He had his whole theory about it, and he said, and I think he even said, I don't want to misquote him here, that they had a lot of very stupid people working on climate change. So he was right about everything.
He was right about everything, as always. Exclamation point, all caps. So the other thing, the clip, and I have it here, but I'm not even going to bother because it's 10 seconds long. We just talked about it. He is sitting with Zelensky, and they ask, like, do you still trust Vladimir Putin? And he said, I'll let you know in a month, which has been like, it was like a week after the summit, and then it was like 2 weeks after that point, and now it's a month. So it is changing. It's not changing like in the amount of time that's passed from there. There's like no science to the change, but he's just like, I'll let you know, not in a week, in a month. He's like, really, he's gotten better at punting, I guess, is what I'd say. He used to be only able to punt a week, and now it's 2 weeks. And
do you think that
like
was
that healthcare
planned?
bill
Do you think he
planned.
planned to say that he knew that would kind of come up, and he wanted to, without setting a firm date, kind of throw that out there, or is he just shooting from the hip here? That is his talent a little bit. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think he's relying on just like even saying that out loud. Did he think that moment might happen and plan what he was going to say? It just doesn't feel like it. It feels like he just goes for it. And if he makes a mistake, he just says he was right about everything.
I wish we planned something where we could have been like raptured using very basic video effects.
Oh, I thought you were going to say very basic religion just by accepting the Lord.
I was thinking about, Rapture. Yeah. Well, it's going to happen soon, folks. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it's going to happen soon, I hope. God willing. God willing.
God willing. Harold Camping was right. It's just one of those slow raptures. I mean,
what's going to happen is everyone's going to get to heaven or hell, but they're just going to have to live their life and either like die of natural causes or whatever. And then they'll be more
have to do your time on earth.
Yeah. DeVron, before we get out of here, is there anything you want to add just to, because we've had a lot of fun today. Let's be honest. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this has been a great time.
Is there anything else you want to add? I'm not asking for words of wisdom yet. I'm just asking for any other subject or something you want to talk about today.
Any other subject or something I want to talk? Just get outside, everybody. These are not my words of wisdom. It's just something to remember. We were talking about being on the internet a lot. Maybe get outside. It's a nice day if you're in New York City or anywhere. Just get outside for a little bit.
Do you mind if I piggyback on that?
Yeah, sure.
If you're in New York City, it's forecast to rain tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you know, DeVron's saying get out there. If you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to want to. Yeah, because it might rain. So
could be rain.
Again, people have gotten some predictions wrong. So there might not be rain tomorrow. There was supposed to be a rapture today, and I haven't seen any evidence. Besides Chipotle, I have not seen any evidence of a rapture today.
That's right. That was some strong evidence, but besides that, none.
Should have filmed it, man. Oh, that would have been
Oh,
viral.
you always
That
think
would've
about
gone
that
viral.
after the fact.
I wish. Oh, you know what could be
Done.
fun? It could be fun to do right now. Is play this video from Christian Nightmares, our good friend. It always makes me laugh. Okay. It's on Instagram. And I'm just gonna reload this. And I'm gonna share my screen here. Have you seen this? I think I shared this with you years and years and years ago.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna add this. You should have been vamping here, Devram. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just had this weird thought, and it just totally took over, which was that I think I got a parking ticket. And then I
Oh,
thought, what day
no.
is it? And what was I doing when I was supposed to be there? And all that just hit me. So I'm sorry. I should have been speaking because there's so much to. Oh, look. Looks
Okay.
like we have something here.
Charlotte!
Charlotte,
right.
smile. Big smile. There's my beautiful girl. My beautiful family. Picture perfect. Yeah, supermodels.
This is real footage, by the way.
Pun. Nice.
All right, let's go higher. You want to go higher? Yeah.
Higher.
Are you sure?
Here we go. Blast off.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, such a big girl.
It's intense music,
Doing
too.
good, Charlotte?
Charlotte. Oh my God. Charlotte.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Well, now I can because I have a visual representation.
This
of
is the
it. I gotta
beginning of
ask.
it. I think we missed this. Oh, sorry.
Charlotte.
Oh my God.
Charlotte. Where, where did she go?
She was just here.
Where is she? Charlotte.
Charlotte! Charlotte!
She was just here. She was just here. She was
And that's
just here.
the hook, and then you watch the whole video.
I don't know what happens. I think it's like, are you ready for the rapture? It's coming.
Yeah.
Let's get.
So is the idea that the parents didn't make it? They didn't make it, right?
Oh, she accepted Jesus Christ, the little girl.
Just the little girl, and the parents were like, "Nah, that's not for me."
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Parents that
Or
are in
it's a
church.
slow rapture.
It's
I don't know.
It starts with Chipotle and that little girl, and then yeah. All right, Devram. Any words of wisdom before we get out of here?
Brush and floss every day. I have only
What
had
first?
one cavity.
What first?
Floss first, obviously.
You're right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Devram, for those wonderful words of wisdom. We will see you next time. Thanks for joining us here. Oh, wait. I'll do a plug. So you do subscribe to our paid tier if you want. We're gonna have some exclusive interviews on there coming up soon. So on Substack, our paid tier, I think it's only $7 a month, which is like it's less than Hulu. I'll tell you what. And we all know you canceled your Hulu.
Right. So you have about what?
You have
$8
that.
floating around?
Yeah,
9?
exactly.
this
I think it's
point?
$11 or so. I think they're raising the
Oh my
price.
word.
All right, so no excuse, really. And if we do something bad as a Good Liars Corporation that you disagree with, you can make a big deal about canceling it and post it on social media. We give you permission to do that. But first, you have to subscribe to the paid
Right.
tier.
Otherwise,
Be
you
able
can't
to
make a big deal about canceling it. I mean, that wouldn't make
Exactly.
any sense.
Exactly. All right. That's it. Goodbye.